In a quiet village, far from the noise of the world, lived a humble farmer named Aran. He didn't have much, a small house, a patch of land, and a heart full of dreams. Aran believed that life, like the soil, gives back what you plant. So one morning, he walked into his field with 3 special seeds, each symbolizing a part of the life he wanted to grow. He whispered to the first seed, "You are the seed of money. May you grow abundance." To the second, "You are the seed of discipline. May you grow strength." And to the third, "You are the seed of health. May you grow life." He buried them side by side in the earth and promised to care for them every single day. At first, Aran focused on the seed of money. He watered it with effort, selling them in the market. Every coin he earned, he saved a little. He learned, if I spend everything I earn, I stay where I am. But if I plant what I earn, I grow. Weeks passed, and he noticed something strange. The money seed sprouted quickly, a small green shoot that seemed to grow faster than the others. But when Aran got too focused on it, chasing profit, skipping rest, and ignoring the others, the sprout began to wilt. It reminded him, wealth without balance is like a tree without roots. It looks tall, but it can fall any moment. So Aran turned his attention to the second seed. The seed of discipline didn't grow easily. Some days, the soil felt dry and lifeless. Aran would wake up tired, tempted to rest instead of work. But he remembered the seed only grows with consistency. So, even when the weather was harsh, he showed up. He watered, he waited, he worked. He learned to show up, even when he didn't feel like it. He built routines, waking at sunrise, resting on time, staying focused on his purpose. And one morning, after weeks of patience, the seed broke through the ground. It wasn't the tallest or the prettiest, but it stood firm. He smiled and said to himself, discipline is not about doing things perfectly. It's about not quitting when it's hard. That day, he realized something profound. Discipline feeds all seeds. Without it, even the seed of money and health cannot grow. The third seed, the seed of health, was the slowest to grow. Aran often forgot about it, focusing on his work and savings. Until one day, his tired body reminded him, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So Aran changed his ways. He started eating better, sleeping more, and walking in the fields at sunrise. He realized that caring for his body gave him the energy to care for everything else. As he watered this seed, something magical happened. The plants of money and discipline grew stronger too, because when your health thrives, your energy feeds your habits, and your habits feed your success. Seasons passed, and in that once empty field now stood 3 mighty plants. One bore golden fruits of wealth, one stood steady, rooted in discipline, and one spread lush green leaves of health, giving life to the whole field. Villagers came to admire Aran's garden. They asked, which seed is the most important? Aran smiled, wiping the sweat from his brow. None grows without the others, he said. Money gives comfort, but without health, you can't enjoy it. Health gives strength, but without discipline, you lose it. And discipline without purpose, without financial and personal growth, becomes empty effort. He looked over his field and whispered, true success is when all 3 grow together. Years later, when Aran was old, children from the village often came to visit. They would sit around him, listening to his stories. He would hand each of them 3 small seeds and say, plant them in your own life. One for money, one for discipline, and one for health. Water them daily with small actions, saving a little, waking up early, eating with care. You won't see results in a day, but one day, you'll look back and realize you've grown a life worth living. In the end, life is a garden, and you are the farmer. Your habits are the water. Your patience is the sunlight. Your daily choices decide what grows. So, plant your 3 seeds today, even if the soil looks dry and the growth feels slow, because every drop of effort, every disciplined day, and every healthy choice becomes part of your harvest. And one day, you'll stand under the shade of your own success, grateful that you never stopped watering your dreams.